Please, man. Not a big deal. Thank you, really appreciate it. Well, how's everybody doing tonight so far? Good. All right. Well, if nobody minds, I'm just going to hold on to my stick while I'm up here. I like to hold on to my stick. How do you think I'm blind? Hold this down. As you can probably tell by my lack of an accent, I'm not a Cajun. Colorado boy. Lived here all my life. But a while back, I did get a chance to go to school in Louisiana, so I lived there a few years. And while I was there, I fell in love with the people, the culture, and the food. Especially the food. I must have gained about 40 pounds down there just by breathing. A Cajun can make anything taste like heaven. I mean anything. Got something, my favorite, called boudin. And what that is, it's any kind of meat, spices, and rice, because, well, everything in Louisiana is either served or cooked with rice. But they take that, mix it up, put it into a sausage casing, cook that up, and you take it, dig it out, put it on a cracker with a little bit of hot sauce. Oh, that'll make your tongue do a happy dance, I'm telling you. It's tasty. But the main staple in a Cajun's diet, and a source of pride, is something called gumbo. Now, what gumbo is, how do I describe gumbo? It's kind of like a soup or a stew. You cook it in a big pot with some water, throw in a lot of spice, and of course the rice. And then the Cajun will put anything and everything in there. Any kind of meat you want, any kind of vegetable. The motto in Louisiana is that you can pick it or kill it with your hands, a gun, or your car. It's going into gumbo. Half the time down there, I didn't know what I was eating, but you know what they say, don't ask, don't tell. But again, the people were wonderful. I met a couple of Cajun boys down there named Boudreaux and Thibodeau. And, well, Boudreaux and Thibodeau, they lived back off in the bayou, didn't have a lot of money, so they lived in a little shack. But in order to eat every day, Boudreaux and Thibodeau, they'd grab their shotguns. They'd head on into the bayou and go hunting, see what they could find to get and throw in the gumbo that night. And one time they went out, they told me about this. They're out there in the bayou hunting with their shotguns, and all of a sudden overhead, here comes a UFO. They didn't know what to do, they just watched this thing. This UFO comes flying overhead, comes out, comes down, lands about 40 feet in front of them. Boudreaux and Thibodeau, they didn't know what to think of it, so they just watched it for a while. All of a sudden the hatchway opens up, and this little green creature comes walking out. Boudreaux looks over at Thibodeau and says, "Hey Thibodeau, what you think that is?" Thibodeau looks back over at Boudreaux and says, "I don't think I know what that is, but you best go back and start cooking the rice." Now, Boudreaux and Thibodeau, those are the two main characters in most Cajun jokes. A lot of Cajun jokes, but I don't think there's going to be a lot more Boudreaux and Thibodeau jokes. This just happened, and I don't think maybe Early Pearly even knows about this. Sadly, Thibodeau just passed away. And in his will, his last request was to be buried at sea, and Boudreaux drowned trying to dig the grave. Like I said, I fell in love with the people down there. It was great. And the thing that surprised me the most, though, the first time I went to Louisiana, ski shops. They have ski shops everywhere. It doesn't snow in Louisiana. I think they've had maybe a quarter-inch of snow in the last 30 years. But what the Cajuns will do is they'll go into these ski shops and buy all this expensive ski wear, ski gear, and then come to Colorado to go skiing. They love Colorado. It's not just during the winter. They love Colorado year-round. Good example, my in-laws. Now, my in-laws live in a small town called Broussard, Louisiana, and they come up all the time to visit. I love it when my in-laws come up to visit. I joke. They're actually up here right now visiting. It's not too bad because I hardly ever see them. What they like to do is drag it on, and they'll head out and see the sights. This time they've been up to, they went to Coorsville, they went to Black Hawk in Central City, and this morning they got up at the crack of dawn and headed on down to the Denver Zoo. I'm a little bit nervous about today's field trip, though. So right before I came up here, I got a message from my father-in-law. All I said was, "You best start cooking the rice." stage a little bit. I want to thank the folks here at the Java Guru for allowing me not only to come up here and try to entertain you a little bit, but also they let me sample every single one of their coffees here in the last 2 hours. I can now do the mile in about 4 seconds flat. And especially I'd like to thank all of you for allowing me to come up here just a little bit. Let's get Early Pearly back up.